Heat waves scorching Europe, hailstones the size of golf balls, and Barbie fever. The Earth is going through a lot right now. But why and what does it mean for us? Welcome to the Earth Edit, where we get to grips with the latest climate headlines and remind you that all hope is not lost. I'm Danny, and these are this week's hot topics. And you can't get hotter than this. Record-breaking temperatures have been wreaking havoc across Europe. In Sicily, the mercury climbed to 47 degrees Celsius, and wildfires have gripped Greece, forcing people to evacuate. Italy has been facing stifling heat, causing hospitals to set up extraordinary measures to tackle heat-related illness. And now, a new extreme: hailstones the size of tennis balls. This is far from normal, but is it that surprising? Scientists have been telling us for years that the temperature will get even hotter if we don't phase out fossil fuels. But fossil fuel companies have stopped even pretending to care. In February, BP scaled back its goal to lower emissions by 35% by 2030, now aiming for a 20 to 30% cut instead. ExxonMobil quietly withdrew funding for heavily publicised effort to use algae to create low-carbon fuel. And Shell announced that it would not increase its investments in renewable energy this year. 0 out of 10 must try harder. And if you'd like to see how much fossil fuel giants are investing in renewables, look no further. It's this purple line here, but you'll have to squint to see it. Fossil fuels contribute a massive 75% of global greenhouse gas emissions that make the world hotter and make our weather more volatile. If we want to have a livable planet, we'll need to leave those dusty old fuels in the ground. As extreme weather becomes more common, there's growing evidence that our homes are not ready to withstand climate impacts. They struggle to keep us warm in winter and swelter in summer. Even Barbie's Malibu Dreamhouse will need a retrofit to save it from becoming an easy-bake oven. According to new reporting from Climate Central, being a Barbie girl in a warming world means a complete heat-protective glow-up, including high-efficiency heat pumps, insulation, and smart meters and appliances. Even dreamhouses can't withstand rising temperatures without climate-friendly tweaks. And what about the simple pleasures we enjoy, like eating ice cream on a warm day? Are they under threat too? Well, don't worry, ice cream company boffins have been in the lab to sort this out. They've developed a new ice cream which can withstand high temperatures. And yes, it's really come to this. Even the food we've been enjoying for decades needs adaptation to survive the heat. Amidst the scary climate news, there are some rays of hope. Like this great story from France. People are being paid to mend their clothes and shoes in a bid to reduce waste. Under this new scheme, customers will be able to claim a tidy €7 for mending a heel and between 10 and 25 euros for making clothing repairs. With a massive 700,000 tons of French clothing waste heading to landfill each year, this move will incentivize sustainability and encourage people to repair and reuse. We can only hope this will be rolled out in other nations soon, giving us all a chance to live out our next in fashion dream. And now it's time for a bit of science, the science of bioacoustics, from Climate and Colour.
From whale calls to birdsong, from chainsaws to mining drills, much of the activity within the forests, oceans and cities of our planet results in sound. By listening to wildlife and humans, we can understand the impact of our species on the rest of the natural world and make more informed ecological conservation decisions. This is where the science of bioacoustics comes in. So how exactly does bioacoustics work? Step 1, acoustic sensors are strapped to trees in the forest for at least 24 hours. Step 2, birds, insects, mammals, wind, rain and everything in between are recorded. Step 3, a researcher downloads the recordings and applies machine learning models to identify target species in the recordings or to categorize the general health and biodiversity of the landscape based on the acoustic diversity, that is, the diversity of animal sounds in the recording. Not only does the data analysed allow us to learn more about the populations and patterns of certain species and in turn make better conservation decisions, but some researchers are also using acoustics to heal nature by playing back recorded sounds in ecosystems to encourage species back.
It might always feel like doom and gloom, but we promise it isn't. While the world may face new climate-related disasters daily, it doesn't mean we have to accept that this will always be the way. In crisis, we can find new opportunities to build a better world. At Friends of the Earth, the UK's largest grassroots environmental network, we're on the ground fighting for a better world for all of us. Simply like and subscribe to support the work we do, and join us next time on the Earth Edit for the latest hot topics.